Calling to order the Municipality of Monroeville's regular council meeting for December 13th, 2022. It is approximately 7 p.m. We'd all please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. Roll call, please.
Mayor Griesbach?
Here.
Mr. Hizzy?
Here.
Mr. Poach?
Here.
Mr. Stevenson?
Here.
Mr. Wolfram?
Here.
Mr. Adams?
Here.
Mr. Williams?
Here.
Mr. Biondo?
Here.
Mr. Little?
Here.
Mr. Ratcher?
Here.
Ms. Rock?
Here.
Mr. Hugus?
Here.
Mr. Sedlak?
Here.
Mr. Weldon?
Here.
Welcome. I'm going to open the floor for public comment on proposed agenda items only. If there's anyone from the community who'd like to address council on any of the items that are on the agenda this evening, now would be your chance. There will be another comment period at the end of the meeting for any municipal item. Seeing none, I have an executive session announcement that council conducted an executive session before Citizens Night on Tuesday, December 6th, 2022, and before tonight's December 13th, 2022 council meeting from 6:15 to 7 p.m. for personnel and litigation reasons. Council legislative action, if any, shall be taken at tonight's December 13th council meeting. Council, the minutes for you to consider this evening are from the council budget meeting of October 27th, 2022, the council budget meeting of November 3rd, 2022, the Citizens Night meeting of November 1st, 2022, the council agenda setting meeting of November 1st, 2022, and the regular council meeting of November 9th, 2022. Is there a...
Motion to approve.
Second. There is a motion to approve and a second. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, there is a motion and a second to approve. Roll call, please.
Mr. Hizzy?
Aye.
Mr. Poach?
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson?
Aye.
Mr. Wolfram?
Aye.
Mr. Adams?
Aye.
Mr. Williams?
Aye.
Mr. Biondo?
Aye.
The ayes have it. I'm seeking a motion on the tax collections.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve. Questions or comments, council? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Mr. Biondo?
Aye.
Mr. Williams?
Aye.
Mr. Adams?
Aye.
Mr. Wolfram?
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson?
Aye.
Mr. Poach?
Aye.
Mr. Hizzy?
Aye.
The ayes have it. List of bills and budget transfers.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Mr. Hizzy?
Aye.
Mr. Poach?
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson?
Aye.
Mr. Wolfram?
Aye.
Mr. Adams?
Aye.
Mr. Williams?
Aye.
Mr. Biondo?
Aye.
The ayes have it. And the payroll report, is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the payroll report. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Mr. Biondo?
Aye.
Mr. Williams? Mr. Adams?
Aye.
Mr. Wolfram?
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson?
Aye.
Mr. Poach?
Aye.
Mr. Hizzy?
Aye.
The ayes have it. And all of those items were reviewed at the December 6th agenda-setting meeting. Council vacancies on boards, commissions, and authorities. It's in the blue section of your
I have
packet.
an appointment, Mayor.
Mr. Adams, go ahead.
Yeah, I'd like to appoint Dominic LaGorda, Ward 5, to the Municipal Authority Board.
Second.
We have a motion second to appoint. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Anything else, Mr. Adams?
That's it.
Mr. Hizzy, anything
Yes,
this evening?
Sarah Brown, I'd like to nominate, put her in for the OPEB trust.
I guess we should have did that, Bob.
That's a nomination, is right?
That's
Yes,
the nomination, yeah.
Okay, she is nominated. Thank you. Anything else, Mr. Hizzy?
that's it.
Mr. Poach?
Yes, I have a request for nomination for Bob Petrilli for Second Ward for the Municipal Authority.
Second.
He is nominated. Anything else, Mr. Poach?
I don't have, I'm double checking. I do not, sir. Nothing else.
Very good. Mr. Stevenson?
Nothing this evening, Mayor.
Mr. Wolfram?
I have one. I'd like to nominate Thomas Pegg for Municipality Authority.
Second.
That is a nomination. Very good. Anything else, Mr. Wolfram?
No, sir.
No, we don't have to nominate. We don't have to appoint you.
You have to appoint.
Appoint, it's just a nomination.
Yeah, for nominations,
Yeah,
so Robert
sorry.
rules, so nominations, as long as a council person or the mayor
Yep.
nominates the person, that's all that needs to be done. When we talk about motions and seconds and voting, that would be done during the appointment process, which has to be done 30 days after or at the next council meeting after the person is nominated.
Thank you. My mistake.
You got it. Mr. Adams, you're good right now? That's all you had? Okay.
Yes.
Mr. Williams?
Yeah, I would like to nominate Emily Hoffman for the library board.
Okay, it's a nomination. Very good.
I would like to nominate Jim Roosevelt for the Police Civil Service Commission.
Very good.
I would like to nominate Leonard Bertoni to the Planning Commission.
Very good.
And for the Zoning Hearing Board, Robert Hutchison.
Okay, those are all nominations.
That's all I have.
It's a busy sixth ward. Very good.
Thank everybody.
Mr. Biondo, anything this evening?
Yes, I have two. I'd nominate Mary Washington Hornies to the Human Needs and Resources Advisory Board, and appoint Kelly Meredith to the Library Board. She was nominated last month.
Yes.
Second.
Second.
So there's a motion, a second to appoint Kelly. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Okay, council, anything else? Review the packet. Hearing none, we're going to move over to our consent agenda of old business, 22-6-SUB, Sandy Hill Development LLC. That is the Maple Crest Phase 3. Mr. Little, please.
Yes, the applicant is requesting a preliminary and final subdivision approval to subdivide tax parcel 741K320 into 40 single-family residential lots and 3 parcels used for open space and stormwater detention for the third phase of a Maple Crest development with a total acreage of 33.03 acres. Property is located at 3892 Logan's Ferry Road in the R2 one-family residential zoning district. Planning Commission recommends approval for this application. This was tabled at the November 9th council meeting.
So council, if any action is to be taken on this, we first need to remove it from the table. Is there a motion to do so?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Motion is second. This is to vote only to remove from the table. So voting in the affirmative allows us to take action on it. So roll call, please.
Mr. Hizzy,
Aye.
Mr. Poach,
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson,
Aye.
Mr. Wolfram.
Aye.
Mr. Adams,
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Mr. Biondo.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Is there a motion on this item?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion is second to approve. Any questions or comments?
I would just add that the second is related. The second matter under this is related. I didn't know if we wanted to take action at the same time. This is fine doing it this way.
We can. Mr. Stevenson, do you want to modify your motion to
Absolutely.
include both?
I'll make a motion to approve 22-6-SUB and 22-4-C.
And then,
Take it off faster.
yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, Mr. Ratcher, so
Yeah.
we didn't remove that one from the table. So how about this? Let's start with 22-6-SUB. There's already a motion and a second to approve that item.
Right.
So we're going to vote on that first item, 22-6-SUB. Roll call, please.
Mr. Biondo.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Mr. Adams.
Aye.
Mr. Wolfram.
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Poach.
Aye.
Mr. Hizzy.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Now, can I get a motion to remove the second item, 22-4C, off the table?
So moved.
Second.
And a second. This is just to remove from the table. Roll call, please.
Mr. Hizzy.
Aye.
Mr. Poach.
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Wolfram.
Aye.
Mr. Adams.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Mr. Biondo.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Now, is there a motion on this item to take action?
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Second.
Motion is second to approve. Questions or comments? I think this is a great development and looking forward to seeing them expand even into their third phase. Roll call, please.
Mr. Biondo.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Mr. Adams.
Aye.
Mr. Wolfram.
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Poach.
Aye.
Mr. Hizzy.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Good luck with your project.
Good luck, sir. Thank you.
Very
Happy
well.
holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Hey.
Council, moving over to our motions, we have one motion for this evening. Mr. Little.
Yeah, a motion to accept the resignation of Sherry Harris from the Monroeville Municipal Authority Ward 2 seat effective immediately.
I make a motion to accept.
Second?
Motion is second to accept. Questions or comments? Hearing none, I just want to say thank Sherry for
Thank you, Sherry.
her time and efforts with the Monroeville Municipal Authority. We appreciate your help. Motion is second to approve. Roll call, please.
Mr. Hizzy.
Aye.
Mr. Poach.
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Wolfram.
Aye.
Mr. Adams.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Mr. Biondo.
Aye.
The ayes have it. We have one resolution this evening. Mr. Little.
Resolution of Council of the Municipality of Monroeville, Allegheny County to implement Act 57 of 2022 requiring all municipalities, school districts, and counties that levy a real estate tax to direct their tax collector to implement the Act's property tax penalty waiver provision for tax years beginning on or after January 1st, 2023. As mentioned last Tuesday's work session, this is just for those people, for some reason, they did not get a tax notice, that they would not have to pay any kind of penalties or interest.
Motion to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve. Any questions or comments? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Mr. Biondo.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Mr. Adams.
Aye.
Mr. Wolfram. Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Poach.
Aye.
Mr. Hizzy.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Moving over to our ordinances, we have 7 to consider this evening. 5 of them are connected to the 2023 municipal budget. Mr. Ratcher.
An ordinance of the Municipality of Monroeville fixing the real estate millage for land, buildings, and structures for 2023. And that is at 4 mills, which is the same as last year, no increase.
Make a motion to approve.
Second?
Motion and a second to approve. Questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Mr. Hizzy.
Aye.
Mr. Poach.
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Wolfram.
Aye.
Mr. Adams.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Mr. Biondo.
Aye.
Next is an ordinance of the Municipality of Monroeville to provide for the adoption of a budget containing estimates of proposed revenues and expenditures for the calendar year beginning January 1, 2023.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Second?
Motion and a second to approve. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Mr. Biondo.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Mr. Adams.
Aye.
Mr. Wolfram.
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Poach.
Aye.
Mr. Hizzy.
Aye.
The ayes have it.
Next is an ordinance of the Municipality of Monroeville continuing the deed transfer tax, mercantile tax, business privilege tax, and local services tax pursuant to the Local Tax Enabling Act of 1965 as amended.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Mr. Hizzy.
Aye.
Mr. Poach.
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Wolfram.
Aye.
Mr. Adams.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Mr. Biondo.
Aye.
The ayes have it.
Next is an ordinance of the Municipality of Monroeville adjusting the salary system structure of 2023.
Motion to approve.
Second?
Motion is second to approve. Questions or comments? Hearing none. Roll call, please.
Mr. Biondo.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Mr. Adams.
Aye.
Mr. Wolfram.
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Poach.
Aye.
Mr. Hizzy.
Aye.
The ayes have it.
Next is an ordinance of the Municipality of Monroeville establishing the 2023 fee schedule.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second?
Motion and second to approve. Questions or comments?
Question.
Yes.
We, being not just me, but everybody that has a house in Monroeville, everybody that has a business in Monroeville, what we have done is taken away 90% of the animal's habitat. And now we want to put something in there that we're not even going to give them a little bit of corn or something.
Or Mr.
You know,
Mr. Stevenson, we're still on the fee schedule at this point.
That's
Number
a-
5. Hold your thought for,
7.
That was 6. Oh, it was 7.
It was 5.
It's 5, we're on
It's
5.
5.
We're on
yep, we're
5.
still on the, so this is what we have an ordinance of the Municipality of Monroeville establishing the fee schedule. This is the last one that's connected to the 2023 budget.
Right.
The first 5 are all with the budget.
What page?
So there is a motion and a second to approve. Mr. Stevenson, do you have any comments about this item, number 5?
I must not have the same page you have. So I'll stick with, see, 7 was the ordinance. That's a fee schedule? It has nothing to do with,
No.
7, no.
Nope.
then I'm good with that.
Very good. Any other questions or comments? There is a motion and a second to approve. Roll call, please.
Mr. Hizzy.
Aye.
Mr. Poach.
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Wolfram.
Aye.
Mr. Adams.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Mr. Biondo.
Aye.
The ayes have it. Mr. Ratcher.
An ordinance of the Municipality of Monroeville providing for the vacation of a portion of Orchard Alley, which is unopened, from its intersection with Elmwood Street eastward to its terminus at the property boundary of Young Men and Women's Hebrew Association, a distance of 280 feet containing 0.196 acres more or less in area.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve. Mr. Ratcher.
Mr. Wilton, did we discuss a notice issue? Is that issue now resolved?
Yeah, the letters went out and the legal ad was placed.
Oh, okay, great.
There are only 2 properties that were really affected. I spoke to them both individually, and they had no opposition to the vacation of the street.
Okay, I would just,
No, I met with Ratcher on this.
Mayor, I just wanted to make sure that we were okay with our notices on this ordinance, and based on what Mr. Wilton told me, we are, so it's available for council's action if they choose to act on it.
Very good. Council,
Make a motion.
any further questions or comments? Good? And we already have the motion second to approve.
To approve.
Motion second to approve.
I don't know who seconded it.
I'll second it.
Thank you.
There, you got a bunch.
No, Mike did.
Mike asked.
It was Mike.
So the motion and the second is to approve this item. Roll call, please.
Mr. Biondo.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Mr. Adams.
Aye.
Mr. Wolfram.
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Poach.
Aye.
Mr. Hizzy.
Aye.
The ayes have it.
Last ordinance is an ordinance of the Municipality of Monroeville, Allegheny County, Pennsylvania, prohibiting the feeding of wild animals and providing penalties for violation of such regulations.
Motion to approve on that.
Second.
We have motion and second to approve. Now, speaking with Mr. Ratcher and also with staff, there were some things that maybe we wanted to administratively figure out with the Animal Control Office and the Code Enforcement Office.
You're gonna question the motion?
I certainly
Can you put a question?
support this item overall, but, I think
Saying we got a table.
I think we should delay it till next month, so I maybe seek a table in order for Mr. Ratcher to really make sure we're doing this the right
All
way.
right.
You want me to remove
I rescind my second, and I make a motion to table it.
Do I have to remove my motion?
No, because actually a table could be done on top of the
Okay.
motion in the
Right.
second,
Yeah.
so as long as we have a motion
I
to
make a
table
motion to table it.
I'll second the
and
table.
a second to table, no further discussion, roll call, please.
Mr. Hizzy.
Aye.
Mr. Poach.
Aye.
Mr. Stevenson.
Aye.
Mr. Wolfram.
Aye.
Mr. Adams.
Aye.
Mr. Williams.
Aye.
Mr. Biondo.
Aye.
The ayes have it, and we will consider that in January. Reports of the municipal staff, Mr. Ratcher, the floor is yours.
Nothing, Mayor. After those 7 items, I'm all out of them.
You worked hard today,
I did.
Wow.
great job. Mr. Little.
Yeah, we have, Jared, you have about the Route 22 being repaved, you have that up there?
Wait.
Yeah, oh, look, you got a little line going on.
Okay, last Tuesday I mentioned about Route 22 being paved, and Jared has a little video here on what's going to be paved.
Music or something? Is there music?
So people can understand and most of the time, they will probably be working in the evening, just like they did when they did the eastern part of Route 22 from Route 48, Mosside Boulevard out to Murraysville, which they finished up last year, or 2 years ago, really. And this is going to start past Rhode Road at the intersection at the Churchill exit and come down through 22, that whole area right there.
Tim,
Are they-
are they going to do any of the center sections that are all falling apart?
Yes,
And
yes,
They're going to
yes.
redo all of those also?
Yes.
Curb to curb.
Now, they're supposed to let out contracts very shortly here. I don't know if it's this month or next month, but they said weather permitting. And like they did on the eastern part of it, they started with the shoulder of the roads, fixing those, so they could start that in the wintertime in February or, so they could start relatively speaking very shortly here. So that's for the benefit of the public to know. and adjust your commutes or whatever. Of course, they're going to do, most of the work will be done in the evening.
Can you define evenings, Mr. Little?
Pardon me?
Can you define evenings?
They started, they have not, they're supposed to get back to me. This was through an email back in October. They're supposed to get back to me on what times they want, because I told them a resolution had to be passed to that effect. They usually started at about, I think it was about 9 o'clock, 8, 9 o'clock at night. They usually started, they worked till about 6, 4, 5, 6 in the morning, something like that. But I think they had Fridays off. I think they worked 4 12s, if I'm not
Thank you.
mistaken. Any other questions on that? Okay, garbage, reminder, garbage and recycling collection will be on schedule over the holidays. So, the weekend between Christmas and New Year will be on schedule, and also the week after New Year. So keep that in mind. Also, the Monroeville Shabbat will have their light-up night next Monday, December the 19th at 5:30 at Community Park West. And also, I would like to also mention about one of our invaluable employees will be retiring. And I can't say enough about this woman. She has been a great employee in the time I've known her here. Darlene Cole will be retiring at the end of this year. And Darlene, good luck in your retirement, and it's well-deserved, and we're going to sorely miss you. And that concludes my report.
Thank you, Mr. Little. Mr. Hugus.
No, sir.
Ms. Rock.
I do have something tonight.
It's all yours.
Everybody's surprised. We received a notice from Pennsylvania Municipal Retirement System regarding our minimum municipal obligation that we took care of that, I believe, in October. They made an error in information that they sent to us. They made an error in it's called the normal cost multiplier. And what they do to arrive at the MMO, they take that multiplier times your expected annual salary for 22 it was this year. So the change was, it went from .1596 to .1597, which when it's all said and done, amounted to a $760 increase, which really is not material when you're looking at a $1.3 million MMO. But I wanted to convey that to you. There's no other action necessary.
Did we pay them the $700?
Pardon me?
Did we pay them the $700 yet?
Not yet, no. We
Take them to
did not.
court, Josie. Hold on. Yeah, no way.
No, I mentioned to Josie we should at least get that into the minutes, because under Act 205, the MMO is supposed to be presented to council before September 30th. So since we had a change, I thought at least we should get that into the minutes.
Definitely. Great.
Yep.
Thanks, Josie.
All right,
Paid them.
Anything else, Josie?
Yeah, pay them.
that's it.
Very good. I'm going to open the floor for public comment on any municipal item. If there's anyone from the community who'd like to address council on any municipal item, now would be your chance. Seeing none, closing the comment period and moving to our reports of our council members. Mr. Hizzy.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming out for the Santa Parks and Recreation did a great job on Saturday up at the Super Park. And thanks to all the helpers that come out and helped. And just happy holidays and Merry Christmas to all. And Darlene, we'll miss you.
Thank you. Mr. Poach.
Yeah, I kept trying to talk Darlene out of it. I was
Oh,
unsuccessful.
we can talk, Doug into it.
Yeah, I couldn't have, yeah. It's to do that too, but good luck, Darlene. It's certainly well deserved. Do that. Merry Christmas and happy holidays to everybody too. And looking forward to the Geld Drop. It's Monday night.
Yes, I'll have to be.
Yes.
We will be there in full force, helping folks out too. Thanks.
Very good. Mr. Stevenson.
I just want to wish the community a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. May it be prosperous and healthy, and God bless America.
Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Wolfram.
Yes, first of all, I'd like to say my heartfelt sympathy to the Dillman family, a good friend of mine who I worked with for 20-plus years. Mark passed away, I believe it was Wednesday. his wife and them were very close. Mark had some grandchildren he was looking forward to getting to know a lot better and everything like that. And unfortunately, like I said, Mark succumbed to cancer. And again, my heart goes out to Debbie and the rest of the family. I wish him the best and everything like that. Other than that, wish Merry Christmas to all, and be careful out there driving. It's crazy out there. We all know that. Again, and I just wish everybody a happy holiday.
Thank you, Mr. Wolfram. Mr. Adams?
Yes, I'd just like to wish everybody a happy holiday, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year.
Mr. Williams?
I want to wish the public a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah. Remember the reason for the season. I want to thank Jim Roosevelt for his service to the Monroeville, not only as a police officer, but serving on the zoning hearing board. Jim, you did a great job. Thank you from council and myself. Got a report that the state, or PennDOT, was cleaning the debris off of Route 22, the loose stuff today, and want them to know that I appreciate that, and the public appreciates it. Darlene, congratulations. Just enjoyed serving on the OPEB board with you. Good luck in your future endeavors. That's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Williams. Mr. Biondo?
All right, Jared, do you want to start the holiday lights? So we had the holiday light contest this past weekend. We have award winners and the grand prize winner, and Jared has a little video here for us, taking us through the pretty lights we had.
Did we have the insert promo?
So this is the first winner, the Merlino family from 2146 Grandview Drive. This was a Grandview Drive was a nice street to be on. They had a number of other lights, another of other homes that were very well lit. Previous winners, I believe, and which when you're a previous winner, you cannot win more than you're exempt from winning for a couple years. You want to go to the Ward 2? This is the second ward, Segundi Reddy on 117 Trotwood. If anyone's familiar with Trotwood, they have very nice lights there. This was one of my favorites. This tree right here.
Holy crap.
They got. I'm impressed with how high they got up in that tree. It was a very good looking house. The house across the street was a great looking house too. Third ward winner was Brian and Angie Kiger, 408 Colonial. This one was very nice as well. They have the trees and the roof. I don't know if you can't make it out too well in the video, but they were in sync. So one of the things they had was like a candy cane swirl. I think that might be it right there.
Okay.
On the roof and on the trees, and they also had a rainbow effect as well. This is the fourth ward, 307 Altview Drive. This is Kevin Berkovich. He was the winner for that one. And at this point in time, I just want to thank all the Parks and Rec members were the ones that went out and judged found all the ward winners. And then we went out last night, looked at all the ward winners and chose a grand prize winner. The sixth ward is the Lee family, 1409 John Street. This is another street that had a number of houses that were very well lit. This one was one that that we in particular liked. They had the old-fashioned bulbs lining the walkway were one of the things that we enjoyed. And then the seventh ward is 300 Willowhedge. This is right on the corner of Willowhedge and Logan's Ferry. Matt Valentine. He actually does a very good job with all of the holidays. He puts up decorations for Halloween as well. They're always very fun and nice to look at and drive by. And the grand prize winner is the Vasquez family from 243 Rosecrest Drive. They're the Ward 5, and I asked Jared to put them last because they're the grand prize winner. We actually saw the family as they were coming home, and he said it took them pretty much all day to put up all these lights. There's a number. It goes on the side as well, on the sides of each side of the house. A lot of different figurines. There's a sleigh with reindeer on the roof as well. So We really enjoyed seeing all the lights. Thank you, everybody who participated, who put up lights this year. I'd also say Parks and Rec also had a wonderful event at the park. Santa was wonderful, best Santa I've seen. And Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays to everybody, no matter what you celebrate. That's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Biondo. And yes, thanks to the Parks and Rec Board. It's a lot of work. It's hard to decide whenever you have to go every street in your wards. That's what each individual ward representative does for the Rec Board. They have to drive every street and pick out a winner. So thanks to them, and it's always a great event to choose those winners. And I just want to thank staff and management for getting the budget, bringing it home. This is a long, long process from, Tim, summertime is when you start with department heads?
We start in August.
Yeah, so August until now, so kudos to management, the department heads, and everyone involved for getting this, the budget passed for next year. Services are all being preserved with no tax increase, and those are the high points. That's the take-home message everybody's happy to hear. Council, great first year together with this group makeup. Nice job. Looking forward to serving with you next year as well. Congratulations and best wishes to Darlene Cole on her retirement. And I just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, a Happy Holidays, and a Happy New Year. I think we got it all. So with that, I want to seek a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? This meeting is adjourned. Happy holidays.